What in the Matrix hell?
LeBron, just shut up. Just shut up. Space Jam: A New Legacy. So Space Jam: A New Legacy is the sequel to the original Space Jam in 1996. It's the newest movie brought to us in theaters and on HBO Max. And boy howdy, is this movie good? Okay, I'm gonna say right off the bat, because everyone's got their opinions about this movie, and the fact that LeBron James is at the center of this movie is just the topic of discussion. Let's say right off the bat, I am not a LeBron James hater. I have no hate or shame against LeBron James. He does what he does. He's the GOAT, or I don't care what he is. I don't care what kind of animal he is. Goat, dog, chupacabra. I don't care. How is he in this movie? Well, he's not. He's a basketball player. He's not an actor. So of course his acting is gonna suck. But how is the movie as a whole? I'm gonna say, like I said, this might be like a reality check for some people, but this movie is just as zany and crazy ridiculous as the original movie was. I'm gonna hit you in the nostalgia, but just think about like the original Space Jam back in 1996. I know it's different because it's Michael Jordan and it was the 90s and you could do stuff like that. And now it's 2021 where everybody is just so critical. Everyone's got an opinion about shit. So it's just like, oh, well, I'm going to pros and cons why I believe that Space Jam: New Legacy is in theaters and on HBO Max. I suggest see it on HBO Max for free. And here's why. Adding in the movie, LeBron James is our main star in this movie, and he's doing his best. Sure, sometimes it sounds like he's reading off the cue cards and shit, because it's like he doesn't quite know what to do. He doesn't know what to say. It's okay. He's a basketball player, not an actor. Remember Michael Jordan back in the 90s? His acting wasn't as great either, but we let it pass because it's MJ. Since it's the king, he's supposed to be the GOAT. You know, everyone's got an opinion. He has to be the best. But he wasn't the best in this movie. So his acting was just okay. Nah, it sucked. But it's okay, suck. It was a sucky okay. As far as the other characters go, Don Cheadle is just having a good time being the villain, so he's just being wacky and zany, so I guess that was cool. The Toon characters in the movie themselves too, like I said, they were cool too. I like seeing them. I wish we saw more of them because Bugs Bunny is more or less the Toon star in this movie. I like seeing like some of the other characters shine more or less. They take a bit of a backseat, so it's really the LeBron Bugs Bunny show in this movie. So as far as the acting goes, it was just okay. Plot in the movie, okay. As I'm watching this movie, I'm literally thinking like this plot, getting to the plot, it's kind of muddled. The movie starts off kind of slow, kind of starts off in not like the way the first Space Jam did, showing us like, okay, here's LeBron James' childhood, and here's why he's acting the way he's acting in this movie, being the dad that's like, you're gonna play basketball, and that's all there is to it. So him and his son, they have like a feud, and they go to the Warner Brothers company or whatever, and through a series of events, Don Cheadle sucks his son into the Warner Brothers server, and he sucks LeBron James to the Warner Brothers server. He's like, you want to get your son back, you gotta play a game of basketball. So LeBron James gathers up the Goon Squad and they play basketball. That's the story in a nutshell. Pros of the movie, I'm going to say this. Okay, some things worked in the movie. Of course, some things did. What did work is the fact that I like when LeBron James actually got into the Toon world and he actually became a cartoon. That was pretty enjoyable. It was enjoyable because it switched it up, because the first couple 30 minutes of the movie was just like, okay, we're just kind of going through it. Let's power through LeBron's cringe acting. When he meets Bugs Bunny, that's when things start going like that. And when they start going to the other, different Warner Brothers world stuff like that, that was enjoyable. It was cool visiting the other world because I sat back and I was like, holy like Warner Brothers owns a lot of stuff. They ain't just DC. They got Harry Potter, The Matrix, the whole bunch of other stuff. They're just like this whole bunch. If it was any other company, whole bunch of copyrighted lawsuits out the ass. But the fact that Warner Brothers owns it all, it's like this is pretty cool shit. I like that. Basketball game itself, like I said, it's entertaining, but here's the flip side. There are like really no stakes in this, because if Don Cheadle says like if LeBron James loses, he's just trapped in this world forever. Okay. Really no like emotional investment we got in this movie, more or less. I'm not going into the cons of it, but you're kind of watching this game happen, but there's like no stakes because everyone cheats. The cartoon, so like I said, first half of the game, the Goon Squad are doing their crazy wacky shit, and then the Toon Squad start doing their crazy cheating wacky shit, and the scoreboard is going on type of crazy, and it's just like this isn't even basketball anymore. It's not even basketball. This is literally just like fucking Warner Brothers All-Stars. No stakes, whatever. Entertaining, but no stakes. We'll say there was a wasted opportunity, I'm gonna say off the bat, in this movie. The fact that the trailers played it up, like you saw all the different WB character stuff, like you got the Flintstones, and then you got Chopper Jaw and Scooby-Doo, and all the Batmans and the Jokers, and all these other Yogi Bear stuff like that. You go think like, okay, they're all gonna like get together, they're all in one spot, and That's it. They're just spectating. We could have had a moment where you could have had the different WB characters interacting with each other. I like to see you could have had Godzilla and King Kong literally sitting next to each other, sharing a cold one. We literally just had their movie this year. Wasted opportunity with that, so I'm just putting it out there. So at the end of the day, Space Jam: New Legacy, it's a harmless kids movie. That's what it is. Acting is not phenomenal, but it is cool to see the Tunes back again. It's good to see all the WB characters kind of briefly. The basketball game itself is entertaining, even if it doesn't make sense and you're just not invested in it. It's still cool to watch. LeBron James, you could have did worse for your first outing in a fully fledged leading role. There are worse movies out there. This movie you're gonna watch, and then like I said, as soon as that Spider-Man trailer drops, you're gonna forget all about this movie. So with that being said, I'm gonna say that Space Jam: A New Legacy is a 5 out of 10, which is a good time, one time only. And as always, guys, subscribe. Until next time.